Hey guys, welcome back to the EA Sports FC 24 Stevenage career mode. Been taking a 2 days break, which I thought I deserve it. Haven't taken the 2 days break for a while. I've been taking short break, like 1 day break for the past few weeks. So decided to take a little bit more just to refresh myself at times. So I'm back just to do another episode. Very excited for in this season so far. I mean, we're having a very, very good start, isn't it? I mean, we won the majority of the games. We only lost one to Coventry, I think at home, I believe so, 2-1. But other than that, in terms of the status, we look amazing, by the way. I mean, winning, 4 games already, but we only lost one. And right now, pretty much arriving to the end of August. What we have to do is pretty much very simple. Just trying to win as many games as possible and potentially getting a promotion. Of course, everybody wants to get automatic promotion, so you don't have to stress about the playoffs. The potentially you reach that far just to get knocked out in the playoff. That sucked, to be honest. So let's try to get an automatic playoff. But even if we somehow land in the playoff, a regular playoff, I'll still be okay, to be honest. If I'm being honest. Oh, by the way, top right corner right there with the sticker, you can see that Brighton has been relegated to championship. I have no clue how that happened. Certainly doesn't look good on their side. I mean, it looks like the Serbi is still managing Brighton. And honestly, I found there's one glitch. It's that you don't quite see managers, like other managers, like AI managers, being sacked in the game, which I found it very odd, if I'm being honest. I feel like, the Serbi, for example, Brighton should deserve a sacking after, such good team turns out go all the way down to championship. And of course, in real life, you certainly do not see Brighton to go down anytime soon, and I don't think they will for the next 30, 40 years, or maybe forever, if they keep on running the type of football they want, that they run. So the last game of August, and of course after this game, it will be the January transfer window, the end of the summer transfer window. But by the way, we beat Barnsley 5-1, very good result right there. I mean, it also shows we'll also show some of the offensive dominance at the moment, which I love to see that. So last 10 hours of the summer transfer window, we have 2.7 million to spend. Certainly not a lot, but certainly we need a bit of depth. So I scouted a few players: James Hill, Charlie Savage, Mbamba, and also Archie Gray. Archie Gray seems like a very good signing if I heard about that, but we don't know how good he is. So, and we don't even know his market value at the moment. So I just kind of went blind and try to go for it. 2 million, just try to sign Archie Gray. But I'm sure, based on that evaluation, based on that conversation with the coach, with the manager, you thought, I don't think Archie Gray worth that little. I'm sure he worth probably double the amount if I know how his rating. So we decided to turn to the legend, the son of a legend, Robbie Savage, to sign Charlie Savage. Of course, playing for Reading, we need another central defensive midfielder, or at least we need another midfielders in that category. So I decided to sign him. I don't know how good he is in the game. I know he doesn't have a potential tag on him, because it is what it is. And look at it, 67 rated, 22 euro. I thought, it's fair based on the money that I put onto him. We only have a few grand to spend. So I decided not to sign any more players. I feel like adding more depth would be a wise choice. So Charlie Savage turns out to be our last signing of the summer transfer window. So far, I believe we only made 3 to 4 signings. I believe so. Leon King's one of them. Again, Leon King, I have been lurking around his availability for the longest time possible. I feel like this guy can be a revelation to our defense. And looking at the squad right now, again, just looking at the squad review, looking pretty good, by the way. Certainly, there are a few loan players being loaned out And certainly, we have a certain McCulloch right there. Do want to sell him, 49 rated. Certainly not going to make the cut to the spot, to our squad at all. But looking at it again, I feel like some of the players, they still have their potential tag on them, which is good, which is something that you love to see. And yeah, that's pretty much the squad. At least this is a squad where we have to survive with for the next few months, just to just to get a good place in the championship. So looking at the squad report here, signing a couple of players. Certainly not all of them might be being called up very soon, but I think right now we are stacked. We are relatively quite stacked in the youth academy department, and I don't quite really see the urgency of calling anybody up at the moment. I think whatever we have right now is just really good. Look at this player, Curtis Humphreys, 67 rated, 17-year-old with the potential ranging from 81 to 94. I mean, whoa, we just literally signed Leon King, and right now we got feasted with a very good center back. And we also have another one, Samuel Hayes as well, ranging from the potential of 90 to 94, 61 rated. Certainly he is the one for the future. One to watch, by the way. I mean, left-footed striker, which I really do want, but at the same time we have Mensa. And some of the players, of course, if they have their next hair in line, if they have, a youth academy player in that respective position, then of course, if the current players do not grow as much as I thought they will be, then they will be replaced by the youth academy players, which is honestly quite fair. If this is how I'm going to do it, if this is how I want to manage the squad. So right here, 20 minutes in for the second game of today's episode against Bristol City. First goal, it was a tap in, doesn't matter. And Van Duvan certainly looks like a very good signing for us. I mean, he always popped up in a beautiful position, tapped in, blah, 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 finesse, all you want to say. He is always there. 50 minutes in, we scored 2 goals. Arthur Bruce this time making a great finish right there. Just in a very close range. Nobody can literally touch you there. 52 minutes, we still have our own goalkeeping problem. Seaman just kind of allowing the goal to go past his near post, which is very frustrating. I feel like this is kind of a recurring glitch, recurring things that happens at EAFC. Right now, I think after I've been playing this game for the past month, actually, I realized I've been posting this for a month already. But after doing that for a month, I realized, there's certainly glitches that I do not enjoy, which I can make a whole list in another video if I can. But I'm certainly don't want to leave it to here. Unfortunately, against Bristol City, we drew. It was a devastating result as well. We were leading by 2 goals at one point, and allowing Bristol City to get 2 back was very, very just horrible in general. Right now, there's no time to mourn, no time to be depressed about the result. We just have to move on. 46 games in the championship. I mean, I don't know how they can manage in real life. I know they still play during the the international break. And right now, traveling to Stadium of Light away from home against Sunderland. Scored the first goal with the boys. The Belgian center midfielder, again, I think I certainly love this play. 66 rated, 17-year-old, looking very good. And right here, 15 minutes in, again, that's the recurring issue. We just can't really guide the near post again. Goalkeeper cannot guide the near post in any capacity. 16 minutes in, poor defending. Leon King should be blamed with that one. Literally, it's a 50-50 header. He should have won that, by the way. 65 minutes in, here comes Van Duvan on the right-hand side. Cuts in the middle, and there's so much space in front of him. And this guy certainly cannot be stopped at the moment. The Belgian King has scored probably 5+ goals already. 84 minutes in, we are trying to complete a good comeback here. And look who does the job. Arthur Bruce, this guy. I mean, he was nurturing into his role last year. I mean, he wasn't quite feeling himself last year, but this year he has been built a different animal. And we beat Sunderland 3-2, a very good result. And right now at home, it's been like, September 20th already. And we're playing against Norwich City at home this time at Lambic Stadium. This is again the default squad. If this is pretty much this is what I call the default squad. I don't change anything. I feel like this year the priority is just to get promoted, so we just have to put the best team forward. Not much of a time for rotational player. And out of nowhere, 8 minutes in, guess what? CPU love to do this kind of shit. 8 minutes in, pulled out an absolute banger from the CPU, and we're down by 1 goal already. But Werner finding Miley, and Miley, it's having a career of his life. I mean, we signed him last year, I believe so. Of course, in real life, he is a very promising player, but in this game, he is as good as his potential can be. 59 minutes in, here comes Norwich driving down the right-hand side, and this is the glitch I do not like, because I feel like CPU in the game, they're just way too OP. And by the way, we just can't win the second or third ball. I feel like the ball just kind of ricochets everywhere, and then the CPU always gets the ball no matter what. 65 minutes in, you're down by 2-1 already. After a horrible first half, and later on, it's just you just can't defend. You just can't defend stuff like that at all. Your players are instantly slower than the attacking players of the opposition team, and of course, my players are not going to be as good or not as great. But look at this play right here. It is all over the place. The ball just kind of ricocheted again to an opposition player in a very favorable area in the box, and Norwich City got 4-1. And pretty much we already know the result right here, just not looking good. Here comes Van Duven again, scoring a beautiful goal. But it's a consolation goal if I'm being honest. Down by 4-2 still, and I hope nothing is going to get worse than that. But no, 4-2 is the final score, and I felt like we have been robbed by the game in general. Because I feel like it's not going to happen. Shouldn't happen in the first place, where some of the defending, some of the glitches, or some of the gameplay that the game gives us, it's just horrible at times. So against Luton Town, they have been relegated, I believe so. Was they relegated a few years ago? I'm not quite sure. But the boy's making his debut for the club, starting, I believe so. Here comes Jack Hyde, finding Van Duven, such a tight space. And this guy, when you give him just a little bit of a tiny pinch of area in the middle, he would definitely capitalize it. He would definitely score. 27 minutes in, we scored the first goal. Later on, just poor defending. I can't see the ball at all. And when I'm using the L2 button, which is the jockey button, allowing you not to commit at times. And this is exactly what I did. You see, I try so hard just to try to knock the ball away. And guess what? CPU finds a way. Always finds a way to get the ball back. And ruin your day. And certainly it did ruin my day based on that. Later on, here comes a very funny goal as well. Manu scoring a very tight goal. In 64 minutes, here comes Giles down on the right-hand side. He should be a left back, isn't it? You see, we actually won that fight, and somehow Luton Town get the ball, and they score. Right? They score. 3-2 is the score right now, and I just can't be asked at this point. How are we supposed to be sustainable in general? And here comes Luton Town down the right-hand side. Crosses in the middle. Kyrodi, I'm not quite sure what he was doing, and I don't know what's Riley Kirk doing as well. All I did was press circle. That is the clear button. That's the cross button. Instead, the game registered that as a slide tackle in that case. And I just slowly slid myself into the goal, and that was a known goal. And this is certainly an episode to forget. I mean, we had a very strong start in the last episode, and right now it's just all flipped completely. 180-degree flipped. But we're still looking pretty good in the table compared to last season. 6 wins, 1 draw, 3 losses, scoring 28. With that one's hurting. Conceding 20th. I'm sure we concede the most goals in the league so far. But we have a long way to go. We still have 36 more games to go in the league, plus a couple ties as well. It is going to be a long season 3, but I'm sure we can do it. I hope we can do it by the end of the season. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.